This is breathe in, knee into nose, high on the back toes, scoop up the belly and press through the fingertips. See how strong you can get through the arms. Figure four down dog, right ankle, left thigh close to the knee, and send the seat back up. And then keep winging your right knee back here and pressing down through your left heel, strong through both arms. Knee into nose, shift forward, breathe in. Down dog split, right leg high. Step it forward for a low lunge. Foot plants between the hands. Look forward. Reach your fingertips forward and then curl both knees into your nose as you scoop your belly inwards. Right, even your right knee is bent here. Standing split, left leg high up towards the sky. Support through the fingers, reach up through your left leg. So the left leg is actively stretching up. It's not just hanging out in space. And then those that have a handstand practice, feel free to add in a couple of hops here if you want. Otherwise, keep letting the head drop in. And gazing down at the ground will help you with the balance. Keep reaching up through the top leg. And then step the feet together, forward fold. Rise up, high prayer. Figure four, ankle to thigh. Once again, sink into your hips. Left hand, left hip, right fingers to your right big toe. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So I'm going to face you here. So the transition will be that you're going to start to rise as the right knee comes out wide. If this is too much, just hold onto your knee instead. Left arm out, right leg extends. And then kick through your right heel. Rotate the right thigh bone back. So the pinky toe is rotating back and both arms are strongly stretching in both directions. Keep the chest upright, right? So more important to have the shoulders rolling back and open than to have the straight leg. So to find that the spine starts to round, bend your knee a little or bend it more. Find that spot that allows chest to stay rising. Good. Back through center, you're in chair pose at the top of your mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, breathe in, walk or jump your way back, plank to chaturanga. Flow through it your way. Meet each other in down dog. Left leg up, breathe in. Knee into nose, press through your fingers. Center of the palm energizes upwards. Figure four down dog, ankle to thigh. Press down into the 3 points of your shape here. Wing your left knee back. Curl your left toes in towards the shins. Knee into nose, high on the back toes, scoop up the belly. Down dog split. Low lunge, step your way forward. And then go ahead and reach the fingertips forward, curl your right knee into your nose, right? So you're curling into a ball here, and then let the energy expand as you reach up through the right leg and fold yourself into a standing split. And then point through the right toes a lot. Stretch up like you could tap the ceiling. Again, if you took hops on the other side, throw them in now. Keep exploring, keep hugging your left hip back into center if it's starting to wing out towards the left side. Keep the breath full, forward fold, legs together. Roll your way up, high prayer, Urdhva Hastasana, breathe in. Figure four, ankle to your right thigh. Sink the hips back to start, get low, right hand to the right hip, left fingers to the left big toe, and then start to grow tall, taking your left knee to the left side with you, countering with your right arm extended to the right side, kicking through the left heel a little or a lot. Prioritizing the long spine. Here, the right foot is your root down. Crown the head is still the anchor up. So you can let the shoulders roll back and down. So you find that you're tensing up into the neck. Breathe into that space. Chair Utkatasana. Forward fold. Walk or jump your way back. Plank to chaturanga. Vinyasa any way that you want, or right into your downward facing dog. Right leg will rise, breathe in. Pigeon pose, swing your right shin forward. Let the back heel come down. If this is a lot on your knee, you can come around on your back side instead and take a figure four action here so that there's not so much pressure on the joints. Otherwise, set up here. The right knee goes wider than the right hip. Tent yourself up on fingertips. Check in with your back heel and make sure that the ankle isn't splaying off to one side. And then you can stay upright or you can start to fold yourself down. You can come onto your forearms. You could put blocks under your forearms if that's a lot. And then those that can flatten more, let the chest drop in. Look for softening here into the right hip. Press a little more weight onto the left hip point. We tend to dump more weight onto the side where the knee is bent. So re-level off the low back. See how heavy you can get through the torso, and let that weight dripping down help press more weight into the right hip. And breathe fully here. Your two eyes are closed. Third eye starts to see a little more clearly. You start to journey in throughout your physical being. Your next breath in takes you up. Walk the hands in to lift the chest. Swing your left leg around, wide off the mat. Wide Janusirsasana, sole of the right foot, inner left thigh. Looks a lot like the beginning of class. And then take your side bend, right arm over your right ear. Keep laying back into your right shoulder. If you can hook your right hand to your right big toe, then take that and look underneath your right bicep. If that becomes too much, let it go. Don't worry about it. For me, I like to prop my left hand here underneath my head. Almost like I'm just lounging here watching some TV. Press down through the right hip, roll back through the right ribs. Good. Lift back up. Step your left foot into the mat. Right ankle to the thigh here. Fingertips tent behind you. Lift up through the chest. Looks the same as we did in the beginning of class. And if this feels intense, you're going to stay here. This is your variation. If you want to go further, you can wrap your forearms in front of the right shin, lengthen your left leg, and just sway it side to side here and get this deep hip opener. Those of you that want to play with flying crow again, here is your opportunity, right? You can step your foot back in, lift up onto the seat, come onto your fingertips and come into your arm balance. There is a more in-depth tutorial at the end of this playlist. Check it out. Squeeze left heel in, maybe lengthen. And then come on out of your shapes, everybody. Cross at your shins, walk or jump your way back. Vinyasa flow through it. Meet each other in down dog. Left leg rises on your breath in. Pigeon pose. Swing your left shin to the top. Take the variation on your back if that's what you took on the other side. Get situated. Let the pelvis descend. Let the heart rise to start. And then you fold from the belly first. And then the heart. And then lastly, through the head. Think about an energetic drawback of the left knee, trying to hug back. It's not going to move, but if you think about that energetically, it'll help level off the weight between both sides of the hips. Can the back body get heavier as it melts into the front of the chest? Can the breath get longer? Stretch it out more. Look for softening throughout the body. Press onto the right thigh more. Let the breath coming in and out of the body massage the belly as it rises and falls against your left leg. Next breath in allows you to rise back up. Swing your right leg around, wide out to the side. Left foot folds into the right leg. Side Janusirsasana. Take the bind if you can. Otherwise, just stay as expansive as you can through the left ribs. Let the left hip pin down into the earth. That's going to be your resistance to stretch against. Right? So we need energy moving in both directions so we can keep everything stable. Good. Lift back up. Step your right foot into the mat. Figure four, ankle to thigh, fingertips tent behind you. Look for that upright chest, right? So what we don't want is this. So remember, you can walk your foot forward if you need more space. And then if you need more hip opening, walk it closer. Stay here. If this feels like a very deep stretch for you, you're going to stay with the ankle supported. If you're going for the cradle, lengthen your bottom leg. Left foot goes into the crease of your right elbow. Left knee goes into the crease of the left elbow. Flex your left foot a lot here and just rock it side to side. It'll also start to release into your IT band and your glutes. And then if you're going for flying crow, exploring with that once again, here's another opportunity to try that on the other side. Right? So you would step your foot in, place your ankle back to the thigh, prop onto fingertips, walk it forward, hook the left shin to the back of the triceps, high on the toes. And you can stay with the knee hooking behind, or you can lengthen. If you fall out of it, no big deal. That's how we practice. That's how we learn. That's part of the process. It means you went to your edge. You moved beyond the place of fear. But we want to take calculator risks in our arm balance and inversions. We're gathering information. And come back out of it, everybody. Lengthen your legs forward. Cross your shins. Walk or jump your way back. A final vinyasa of the class. Plank to chaturanga. Any variations you want. Forward to your knees. Knees wide as the mat belly drops in your child's pose. And just take a moment here and let everything get even heavier. Let the trunk dropping between the knees allow you to get more opening into the hips. And then roll your way back up. Come on to sit. A Baddha Konasana to close our practice. Soles of the feet together. Reach up through the gaze. Bring your heels in close. Right, flex through the toes. And notice how this looks a lot like that Malasana that we took earlier during open flow, right? As we were standing tiptoed. Same action of the knees winging back, the heels coming in towards the seat, rise up through the chest, and then fold from there. And this is a great place to slide a block underneath your forehead or underneath your chest. You can stack your blocks in any kind of combination to bring the ground high enough that it can support you. You can go further, you fold a little further. Keep reaching the heart forward. Keep sticking the tail back. So there is an element of a back bend here in our forward folds even. So it keeps the spine long and the low back nice and wide. Knees draw heavier down. Everything starts to melt. Good. Breathe in. Come back up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Wrap your forearms in front of your shins. Grab for opposite elbows. Drop your forehead in toward your knees. Let everything slump down. Scoop your belly back. Keep the elbows hugging in as the forearms press into the shins and the knees keep pressing forward. Feel that stretch into the spine, into the neck. And lift back up. Come onto your back side. Set up for Shavasana. If you're staying for a longer Shavasana, go ahead and switch off the video. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. If you're staying in the Shavasana with me and want a guided Shavasana to come out of it, then you'll go ahead and lay down. Close your eyes. Feet will be as wide as your mat. Toes just flop out to the side. Hands as wide as the mat. Fingers curl open as the palms face up. Try not to let the biceps touch the sides of the torso. So create enough space between the arms and the body so that nothing is disturbing the other. Full breath in together. Big sigh out. And then drop in deep into your own being. Physical body starts to melt away into the ground. Bones grow heavier, sinking into the mud. No more control over the breath. Set it free. Trust that your body has intelligence to know at what pace it now needs to operate at. And enjoy all those moments in between every in-breath and out-breath where the stillness is waiting for you. Relax your face. The back of the skull even falls even deeper against the earth. The teeth separate. And then commit yourself to this final moment of stillness. And then come on back to the sound of my voice. Let the awareness start to wake up. Stare into that darkness behind the eyelids. Step your feet into the mat one at a time, no rush to arrive. But once you do seal the feet down and feel the solidity of the ground underneath them, stretch your arms long overhead. Find the lightness in the front of the heart. And then tip over into your right side and take a pause here as you draw everything back inwards into yourself, holding and cradling yourself in your safety and in your light. Eyes stay closed. Press your way back up to sit. Cross-legged position of your choice. If you have a full lotus seat, feel free to take that instead today. We did all the hip openers, so the body should be fairly prepared for that. And let your palms meet at the center of your chest. Rise up through the heart. Grow tall through the spine. Feel all that gorgeous energy traveling through all parts of your being. Let that energy go and be channeled towards your creativity, whatever that is for you. It doesn't have to be creativity in the traditional sense of arts or music, right? Just whatever it is that you create as your offering and gesture to the world. Notice how the body might feel different. Maybe there's a little more lightness, a little more space. Maybe there's something that you finally were allowed to let go of and leave that behind as you can move forward now without that anchor holding you back. And acknowledge that. Full breath in. Prayer to your third eye, space between your eyebrows. Inner teacher, inner wisdom, honor that, bow into it, seal in your practice. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Keep on doing the work.